So today we are going to speak about a very important skill of the maintenance manager, which is how to be balanced between the organization needs and the team or the maintenance team need. Being balanced will keep you safe from being crushed between the jaws of the millstone, where one part of the millstone is the organization and the other part is your maintenance team. You should have some resilience, some flexibility, and to avoid rigidity while controlling your maintenance team. Why? That's what we are going to speak about today. It's something like you need to remain balanced over a tightrope, like the one in the circus, or like the one between two mountains. And while you are balanced, you need to keep the two weights or the two heavy loads you are carrying, which is the maintenance team and the organization goals and the organization needs. You need to be balanced between them. This way you can continue walking on this tightrope. As long as you are in the maintenance management position, or as a maintenance manager, maintenance supervisor, maintenance leader, whatever is the name in your organization, you need to make sure that you are, during all this period, you are walking on the tightrope high in the sky, either in the circus or between the two mountains or whatever you like to figure it out. And you need to keep balanced and to be flexible. Those people who are moving on tight ropes, they have some huge flexibility in their body and in their mind, so they act in a fraction of a second and they can change the direction from right to left and from their balance between the loads and so on, to make sure that they remain safe on this tight rope between the two mountains or between the two stands in the circus. What we do mean by that? So maintenance management consists of two syllables. It's maintenance and management. So we need to understand management and maintenance and how they are mixed together, the maintenance management, and what is required from a maintenance manager. So first we will start with management, with the literal definition with management, to understand the concepts of the management in the current mind. You'll find this in the literal definitions in the dictionaries and so on. So we will pick some definitions that we can speak about. So in Oxford Dictionary, I think, or in Merriam-Webster, it's telling that it is a process of dealing with or controlling things or people. So a manager is dealing with things and controlling things and people. It's also the act or art of management. So management is an art. That's why we say it's like playing on a tightrope. It is the conducting or supervising of something. Also, management is controlling and organizing something. There's one very good definition from Indeed, which is a good business site, that it is the coordination and administration of tasks to achieve a goal. So manager role is to achieve goals for his team and for his organization, and what are the steps that he is going to take to achieve this goal. So as a manager, so you are concerned about supervising, you are concerned about controlling, you are concerned about organizing, and you are concerning about a lot of human communication or human management, which we're going to speak about in this small video or small chat. So maintenance, what about maintenance, the other side or the other syllabus of the maintenance management? Maintenance, we have spoken about the maintenance in our chats before, in what is maintenance and how to transcend old maintenance perceptions. You find this in our chats, on our blog, on writing, on free videos. So, but we're going today to understand the main maintenance role, which is to maintain the assets operating as needed. The maintenance should include the following functionality. It should include a set of activities, well selected and analyzed. It should include triggers to initiate the activities. It should include planning for the manpower, for the tools, for the spares, duration, procedures taken, and safety, of course. And coordinating and organizing these schedules or these tasks that you want to do or you want to perform with the operation of the organization. Also, it includes the execution phase, which is to follow the procedures, the team skills, matching the tasks that you had assigned to them, and you need to record the organization to make sure that the execution results are recorded. Maybe you don't record them personally, but you need to make sure that it is recorded, and then when the feedback is recorded, it is analyzed and the cycle is resetted and that it starts again. So you need to administer or to manage. So as maintenance management, as a maintenance manager, when you mix these two definitions together, you need to control, supervise, and organize the maintenance activities which are mentioned above. So whatever process you are doing or processes you are doing in the maintenance, so you need to administer and supervise and control and organize these activities. Those activities need to be transformed into a maintenance team goal. And this maintenance team goal should be actually linked to the organization goal. So that's why the maintenance is an added value to the organization. The organization mainly, when it puts goals, it puts general goals for all business units, overarching goals. And then as a manager, you need to transform these goals of the organization into goals for your team. But at the end of the day, you need to achieve the organization vision without killing your team, or without crashing your team, or without loading your team. Because with time, they will not like you. They will not be good employees. They will not follow you or follow your instructions. If you all the time, you are not bringing them any benefit and they are just crushing them. At the same time, if you're not achieving the organization goal because you like to achieve your team goal or your team needs or your team requirements, then the organization also will not be in happy with you. So that's why we say that you are stretched between the organization and your team, and you need to keep balanced and dynamic to continue working in this position. The organization goals also one of the dynamicity, or you need to have that. The organization goals might change every year or might change within the year based on the change of the business environmental conditions that are changing, like the pandemic, problem with the supply chain, something like that is happening, and then you need to achieve another target. So maybe the target was on the cost, and then change it to the quality, and then change it to increasing the production, and or changing the production to another product, or modifying the production, and so on. So you need to have this flexibility. Okay, you need to have some resilience to make sure that you continue in your position as a maintenance manager. Being rigid to the organization or to your team or to both of them will crush you in the beginning. So take care of this. So the maintenance manager main functions is divided into either its organization related functions or team managing functions, beside, as we said, to administer all the maintenance activities we had spoken about. So what are the functions as a maintenance manager you are doing that are related to the organization? You are accountable for the maintenance process targets, like the cost, the asset availability, the OE efficiency, and we had spoken a lot about this. You have find a wealth of information in our videos and in our trainings. You can join any of them to learn more about putting the KPIs and so on. But you are accountable for those targets. You are responsible for the safety of your team. The safety is a major goal for any organization, and you are responsible for safety and applying the safety rules of the organization and to ensure the safety of your team. The same for your team. You also need to set some indicators, because either the organization will put you the indicators, or you will put yourself some indicators that you will be accountable for, and you need to put some indicators that will make you clear with your way you are moving in maintenance in a good way, or you need to upgrade something, to modify something, so you can reach the targets. Also, you need to promote the correct maintenance perception within your team, within the management, and so on. So maintenance is actual perception of maintenance. It's an added value, not an avoidable cost or unavoidable evil. Okay, so on the other side of the stick, you have some people skills that you need to have. So you need to be accountable for your maintenance team. Your maintenance team might be diversified. So you have some team which is working on the platform, you have some engineering team, some execution team, some planning team. So you need to deal with each team based on their mentality and their way of communication and how to approach them, how to listen to them, and so on. Also, it includes staffing. You need to increase your staff, decrease your staff. You need to close the skill gaps of your staff to match the jobs or the tasks that you request from them. Also, you need some internal team coordination, like the vacations and the work schedules and so on, due to some human problems and so on, that they not be available. They need to change this to be morning shifts. They need to not attend this day and so on. Continuing to blaming and claiming your team is not the way to manage the team. So try to avoid it as much as possible and focus on the team needs and the team performance. Also, sometimes you need to listen to the team to look for the maintenance process upgrade. Okay, so they will have good recommendations that will upgrade the maintenance, and from your side you need to look to the best practices in the maintenance. So meeting these two goals together, the needs of the recommendations of the team to upgrade the process and the best practices together, you will every time will be in continuous improvement of the maintenance process. Also, you need to teach your team to delegate. So you need to delegate your direct subordinates, and they need to delegate their subordinates, and so on and so on. So you spread the culture of delegation and of the responsibilities, and then you are like this, you are upgrading your team by being accountable for everything they do. So they are not machines doing the things, they are humans accountable for dealing with the teams. Very important, these last two items are very important items, which is coaching the team, leading the team, checking for the personal needs of the team, and trying to take your team up across the Maslow pyramid. That's part of the human development or the people development, not only part of the execution of the maintenance or execution of the tasks and adhering to the rules and so on. There's a part of coaching, taking their hand to move to a better position, to move to be a better performance, spiritual performance, attitudes, traits, better traits, and so on. So all this, that's part of your role as a manager. You need to approach your team, to coach your team, to be a model for your team. And also you need to make sure that your team is actually moving up the Maslow pyramids. We will have maybe a special chat for the Maslow pyramids to speak about it. If you find that any of this is touching you and you need to hear better or to hear more about it, so you can listen more to our videos, you can have a direct contact with us on Fiverr, you can reach us through our trainings, or we have a lot of wealth of free information on our YouTube channel or on our blog. You can reach any of them. Join, subscribe, and spread the information. Let's see you in coming video with more maintenance insights.